product cycle. What is product cycle? It describes the life cycle of a typical product from inception to finished product. The product to be produced will have to come across various steps during its life cycle. The first step is design needs. Design need is the first and the most important step of the product life cycle. Without this first step, no further steps can be taken. To understand the needs of the design, it is required to answer some questions. Why do you design? To create a product. Why do you create? To satisfy customers' needs. The needs of the design are raised from the needs of the customers. But customers have different needs. They should be purchase fashion accessories, buy a car, world tour, etc. I wish to explain the product cycle with an example. Starts with customer need. Look at the picture. It shows a person who looks so tired after a long time of work. Do you recognize his need? He tells, we just need to sit back and relax. Now, do you understand what he wants? Yes, it's a chair. But imagine it is a period in which no chair was invented. The designer has to design it and name it as a chair. Next step after design needs is design definitions, specifications and requirements. We are going to see one by one. Customers do know what they desire but might not be expert at describing their needs properly. Design definition is a proper description of the product which fulfills the customer's needs. If you are a designer, how do you describe the product to fulfill the need of the tired person? We just need to sit back and relax. This is the need of the tired person, but not technically defined. Can you define technically? Can you convert this customer need into technical specification? Yes, it is. A thing which provides a space for a person to sit comfortably. You can't use a word chair because remember there was no chair at the time. Product title will be given later. Requirements are the customer's detailed description of their need. So we are going to see some of the needs. I want to sit, not on the floor. Need support at the back. Need support for the arms. You can't expect all this description from the customer at a time. At any point of time, he wants to add some more requirements. Specification is the designer's technical description of the solution, in general covering the requirements and much more. Example, cost, technicalities, problems, etc. The first one is base, and this is the specification given by the designer for the customer need I want to sit. Second one, base is at least 1.5 feet above the floor, and this one is given for not on the floor. Third one is backrest. This is for need support at the back. Fourth one is armrest. This is for need support for the arms, etc. And here, and technical specifications not only has a specific name, it may have the material, it may have some dimensions, approximate dimensions, etc. like a base means base material, base dimensions, etc. All the above specification may include material, dimensions, cost, etc. but they are tentative. The third step in product cycle is collecting relevant information and feasibility study. Design information. The more information you have about the final product, the better you do in the production process. This enhanced understanding helps the designer to meet and exceed the customer's expectations. The information required for our example product are materials and their availability, manufacturing processes, machines and their readiness, cost of production, etc. What is feasibility study? As the name implies, a feasibility study is used to determine the viability of an idea, such as ensuring a project is legally and technically possible as well as economically justifiable. It tells us whether a project is worth the investment. In some cases, a project may not be doable. There can be many reasons for this, including requiring too many resources, which not only prevents from performing other tasks but also may cost more than an organization would earn back. In our example, sandalwood. If the designer tries sandalwood for manufacturing any part of the product, it may lead to some legal issues. Because growing sandalwood by individuals was banned until 2002. Today we can grow the trees, but it is illegal to cut it, use it or sell it in the open market. Permission is required from the state forest department, which sends its officials to cut the tree and buy the sandalwood. So proper permission is required for using sandalwood. Second one, wood carving machine. Availability and readiness of the machine and operator may lead to technical issues. Third one is production cost. The finished product should be affordable to purchase by the targeted customer. Okay, so it talks about the economical. So even after producing the product, if no one is going to buy, means what is the use to produce? So we have to think about economically. The fourth step in product cycle is design conceptualization. What is design conceptualization? It is the process of generating ideas for an optimum solution to the design problem. The thought or an idea is represented in the form of images. Using his creativity, the designer designs one or more designs, that is rough sketches, for the product. Now, you can see the different rough sketches of the product created by the designer. The significance of conceptualization varies from the beginning of ideas to a mock-up design that's normally presented as the first draft to the customer. Sometimes this is inclusive of the approval of the last draft or a finalized piece that's ready for actual production. The fifth step in product cycle is design, modeling and simulation. What is design, modeling and simulation? From the suggested set of various designs, select the best one that fulfills all the specifications and the requirements of the product. In this stage, various design calculations are made to make the mathematical model of the product with the proper dimensions. To complete the design stage successfully, the designer should have sound technical knowledge about the product, its components, the materials to be used, the available manufacturing processes, the limitations and the capabilities of the machines, etc. What is modeling? So it is a process of representing a physical model mathematically in virtual form, and conditions are applied that set up the experiment of interest. Using a CAD software like SolidWorks, the detailed drawing of the product for the selected design is made which contain all the important dimensions and notations as well as various views like axillary and sectional. Simulation is the process of showing the output of the results of a model for the given conditions in a virtual environment. So you can see the result of a model after applying the loading conditions in a virtual environment. That is what we call as simulation. Simulation is a kind of animation which works under the physical laws. Here you can see a chair leaning backward under loading conditions in a virtual environment. Also you can see the working of an IC engine in a virtual environment. So these are the examples of simulation. The sixth step in product cycle is design analysis. What is design analysis? It is a process used for examining physical behavior on the computer. Will it break? Will it deform? Will it get too hot? These are the types of questions for which design analysis provides accurate answers. Instead of building a prototype and developing elaborate testing specimens to analyze the physical behavior of a product, engineers can bring out this information quickly and accurately on the computer. Because design analysis can minimize or even eliminate the need for physical prototyping and testing. The seventh step in product cycle is design optimization. What is design optimization? It is a process of maximizing the pros and minimizing the cons in the product design. It enhances the design. Example, maximizing the performance, quality, strength, etc. and minimizing the weight, wastages, cost, etc. Right. So look at the two diagrams. So in this diagram, first diagram, you can see the back wrist is vertical. The second diagram, so back wrist is slightly leaned backward. So the increase in back wrist angle increases the comfort. The second one, so you can see the back leg is straight in the first diagram, and the second one there is a change in angle of the back leg. So increase in back leg angle increases the stability. In both the examples, there may be a slight modification in design which enhances the design and which provides more comfort and stability in the chair. This is what we call as design optimization. The eighth step in product cycle is design evaluation. What is design evaluation? Designers evaluate their finished products or prototypes in order to test whether they work well and if the design can be corrected or improved. Evaluation can take a variety of forms. General discussion with others, questionnaires or surveys carried out at any time during the project, designer's personal views, what do he think of his designs, prototypes and finished products. Can designer think of any other ways of evaluating his work? And in addition to that, a design evaluation carries the physical testing of parts also. The next step in product cycle is design documentation and communication. It is important that engineers document the design process so that they can communicate it to others and ensure no information is lost. It is also critical for convincing decision makers to approve the project and move it forward. When solving any design problem, it is essential that engineers should maintain the drawing files and keep track of the ideas developed and decisions made in a design notebook. Some companies require engineers maintain this, with every entry signed and dated for legal purposes. A notebook with sequentially numbered signed, and dated pages is considered as good documentation. Random bits of information scrawled on bits of paper are not. It is a good practice to maintain this information as a soft copy also. This documented information should be communicated to the employees if required. It can also help to improve the originality in case of a patent application or in case of a lawsuit, demonstrate that professional design procedures were followed. The collection of pure design activities are called as syntheses. That is, the first 5 activities in the product cycle are grouped together and named as syntheses. The philosophy, functionality, and uniqueness of the product are all determined during synthesis. Also, a design takes the form of sketches and layout drawings that show the relationship among the various parts of the product. The next 4 activities are grouped together and named as analysis. The analysis sub-process begins with an attempt to put the conceptual design into the context of engineering sciences to evaluate the performance of the expected product. An important aspect of analysis is the what-if questions that help us to eliminate multiple design choices and find the best solution to each design problem. The CAD process includes the design processes that require the aid of computer, that is, from design conceptualization to design documentation and communication. These 6 processes require the aid of computer. And all the above processes are grouped together and named as the design process, and the product cycle comprises of 2 processes, design process and manufacturing process. So we have completed the first of the design process. The 10th step in product cycle is process planning. What is process planning? Process planning is a preparatory step before manufacturing which determines the sequence of operations or processes needed to produce a part or an assembly. The process plan shown here represents the sequence of operations like turning, drilling, etc. The respective machineries, lathe, drilling machine, and the operation time. This is what we call as a process plan. So process planning includes 4 sub-processes. They are production planning, design and procurement of new tools, order material, and NC, CNC, DNC programming. Process planning is more important in job shops where same product is made infrequently. The outcome of the process planning is number 1, production plan. Production planning is the planning of production modules in a company. It utilizes the resource allocation of activities of employees, materials, and production capacity in order to serve different customers. The second activity is design and procurement of new tools. It means purchase of tools. And in third case, order material means purchase of raw material. The last one, NC, CNC, DNC programming. So here the coding is used to insert the NC, DNC or DNC machines to do the machining work. These are the 4 sub-activities carried out under process plan. The next step in product cycle is production. What is production? Production is an organized activity of transforming resources into finished products. Here you can see some of the raw materials that are used for manufacturing a chair, such as raw timber, cushion, etc. These raw materials are taken into the shop floor. It is a place in which the real production process is going on. In this place, the raw materials are converted into finished product. So finally, we will get the finished one. Now the chair is ready to use. The 12th step in product cycle is quality control. What is quality control? It is the process of ensuring the conformity of the products. It is used to examine and test a product to make sure it meets the correct specifications and quality benchmarks. Elements of the testing and inspection process include backrest strength, base test, drop test, arm strength test, leg strength test. So these are the different tests carried out to test the backrest, base, base, arm strength and leg strength. Even a drop test is used to check the impact load when you suddenly drop a chair. And other than the test, we are going to check the dimensions of the product and the fit of the mate of the parts in the assembly. That is all the parts of self assembly like screws, nuts, bolts, whether these parts are properly assembled or not. Okay, these kind of things are so happened in quality control. So let us see how the tests are conducted. So we can see two sample tests. The first one, you can see how strength of backrest and base are tested by a machine. In the next one, strength of the chair legs are manually tested. The 13th step in product cycle is packaging. What is packaging? So packaging means the wrapping or bottling of products to make them safe from damages during transportation and storage. It keeps a product safe and marketable and helps in identifying, describing and promoting the product. Okay, an attractive packaging will get more sales. The 14th step in product cycle is shipping. Shipping is the physical moving of products from one point to another, such as moving of products from factory to warehouse, warehouse to the retailer shop, or retailer shop to the customer, etc. The mode of the transport happens by different vehicles. It may be ship, flight, a truck, or train. Okay, there are so many modes of transport. Okay, based on the need, the manufacturer use the transport mode. The last step in product cycle is marketing. Marketing is the action of promoting and selling products, including market research and advertising. So market research is carried out to know the demand of the customers, to get the feedback and to set the pricing and also marketing is used to promote the products to increase the sales. Once the orders get from the customer, then the product is distributed to their place. This is also the responsibility for the marketing section. Right. So this is the CAM process. It includes the manufacturing process that require the aid of computer. That is from process planning to packaging. Right. So marketing is the last step in the product cycle. But we have to connect the market, the last step to the first step to make it as a cycle. Market feedback is usually incorporated into the design process. With this feedback, a closed loop product cycle completes. Because the feedback get from the customers in the marketing is sent to the design needs. Based on the customer's feedback, there may be some changes incorporated in the design, and again the product is reproduced to make it survive. This is what we call as product cycle. And all the processes except design are grouped together and named as manufacturing process. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Then only you will get notified about all my videos. And also do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it.